We're gonna go, this afternoon is really about like, hey, this morning was all the information about social media and what you should be doing and what best practices are and how do you create your authentic self to gain more listings and more market share. And this afternoon is really the like, okay, that's great, but how do I actually go and do it and what tools do I have available to me to make my life easier so I don't have to do it. So this afternoon we're gonna talk about how to take the information from this morning and really apply it to what you've got going on and what tools do you have that put you ahead of the rest to win your unfair share of listings and clients through the Coldwell Banker tools. And where we're going to start is with CBX the app. I like to think about CBX Exchange as the online library. You go to the library to exchange books. I think of CBX the app. It's 3 letters. It's CBX the app. So we're going to talk about the app today. And I'm not sure how many of you actually have gone in and figured out that there's a new update of that app, but we're going to access it actually through CB Exchange. So you can go to the store on your tablet or your iPad and you can download it as an app. And you can also now access it web-based. So it doesn't matter if you're a Mac user or a PC user. If you like, it doesn't matter. You can access it through the web. So we're going to log into CB Exchange here. And I'm going to log in and then I'm going to go over to my springboard. So the springboard is these 4 little dots in the upper right hand corner. And when I click there, I'm going to scroll down to CBX the app. When I click it, it's going to automatically log me in and you're going to see presentations that I've done in the past. So we're going to actually look at this Grand Junction presentation. I'm just going to go in and edit it. So we're going to go down and scroll and look, and we want to look at this buyer and profile intelligence. This is what's going to tell us when we're running ads online and when we're reaching out to people, who are those people? So this is a little bit about the zip code, so a little bit about 80487, and what jobs are open. This is information comes from LinkedIn. If you're curious about the sources, you can click down here. It tells you where all the sources of this information are. But what I'm really curious about is the homes in this zip code. So the average homeowner's insurance is $511. The average mortgage payment and basic homeowner expenses are just over $9,600. Is this valuable information? Absolutely it is, especially when you start to look out and reach out and target market to areas that are coming into Grand Junction, Colorado. So who is moving to Grand Junction, Colorado, and what markets are they looking at? So if you're moving to Grand Junction, Colorado, you're probably also looking at Flagstaff, Arizona. You're probably also looking at Montrose, Colorado. You're probably also looking at Denver, Colorado. You're also probably looking at Boise, Idaho. Those are just off the top of my head when I think about what the lifestyle is like in Grand Junction, other areas that have a similar lifestyle feel. So I can then go on my Facebook or my Instagram and create an interesting post that says, average property taxes in Grand Junction are $2,700. What are yours? For more information, click here or find the link in my bio to lead people to your information. This is also great information for sharing on LinkedIn. It's bulleted list. It's easy. Let's look at the people of 80487. So you can actually say the personality profile is Emerald City. And let's click on this. So this is visual information. And we're going to actually look at the map that shows what this is. Social media users in the area. There are 10,000, almost 11,000 people in Grand Junction looking. Average home improvement spending is just over $2,000. What is the education level? This all is very valuable information when you start to build that profile in your advertising campaigns. What it means is you can start to say, what's the disposable income? What's the information that they have? Who am I targeting in my advertising so that the homes I'm looking to sell and the homes I'm looking to list, I'm getting my advertising in front of those people correctly. So I'm just going to go to the next. These are the top counties migrating. So here it is, Montrose, Northampton, and Laramie. Do you want to map these neighborhoods? Yes. And then I want to actually go and preview my presentation. I know I still have slides, but I want to show you what this looks like. So when you're clicking, here is what it looks like in your listing presentation. This is nice, tidy information. This is really good information that you can export and turn into interesting, dynamic content.
when I go here, this is the map I was talking about. So here is the neighborhood profile. Here's the cool thing is I can actually click on these people and I can see in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, in this zip code that the buyer profile match for this house that I have is a 62% match. You can see the darker the color, the lighter the color is the better match. And I can start to click on places and see where these people are so I can really target them. This is the neat thing. Let's look at Steamboat Springs. When I look at this and I see, okay, median commute time, average household income, this is the profile that I am clicking in when I make my Facebook ad, which we're going to do that. Top media types. What that means in Facebook language is, what are my interests? Most visited website, Facebook, Google, YouTube. Where do I need to advertise? Facebook, Google, YouTube. Most frequent online activity, read and send email, made an online purchase, made travel reservations, number of real estate searches in the last 30 days. Well, how does that differ? Well, how do you know they're actually doing different things? So I can go and look at this and I can see, let's see if this one, there it is. These are different. It's different information. And it's really important that you look at that different information. Look at this. So here in, let me scroll out. Here in Hayden, Colorado, the top websites are Google and then Facebook and then Amazon. How many of you are actually doing some kind of advertising on Amazon? No one? Well, it's a pretty frequently visited website, so maybe that's the next place traffic is. It's definitely something to think about. And look at this. Reader sent an email, reader sent an email. These people are reading and sending emails and they're banking and paying bills online. So favorite reality TV, media types. Notice that outdoor advertising media is huge for these areas. So those are just how you're setting up your actual profiles and where you get the information. This is free. You are paying with your franchise fee to have access to this information with your franchise fee for free. There is no need for you to go out and create the wheel again. You don't need to go out and do a bunch of analytical information to talk about what the neighborhood profile looks like and who's going to buy the house. What's the income? Who are they? That is all here for you for free. So please use that. The next piece of that is, how do you take that and translate it into advertising? So we're going to talk about how you take that and translate it into advertising and build your Facebook profile on it. And that is the next step in this. So I'm going to just start this by saying this is my personal page. You have to log in through your personal page to see online what the company pages are doing. So my Aunt and Uncle Carol are getting a Springer Spaniel, so I apologize that that's what you see first. But I want to start at the beginning. So to do Facebook advertising, you're actually going to click up here in the upper right-hand corner, and you're going to go down to Manage Ads. Part of having a business page is you can run advertising. And I'm actually just going to log into this account so you can see what it looks like. So when you go to build a presentation and an advertising, what do you need to do? So we're going to actually go in and we're going to create a new campaign. When you create a new campaign, you need to be aware of what you're doing. Awareness, brand awareness. All this means is people are seeing your ad. It does not mean that people are clicking on it. You want to have traffic or conversions. I'm going to tell you, you want to have traffic. That's what we're going to do today. The goal of your advertising is to have traffic go to your page. Click through. This is important. When you click through, you want to name your campaign. And we're going to click through and we're going to see it. So here it is. Where do you want the traffic? Do you want it to your website? Do you want it to your messenger? Do you want it to your app? You want it to your website. You want people to go to your website, or you want people to message you. Either or. I prefer website. I want to get people off Facebook onto my website signing up for property watches. That's what makes sense to me. We're going to name this ad set something that you'll remember so that when you go back, you know, hey, this was my Spring California buyers campaign. of 2018, you have something that triggers what you are targeting when you are doing it. Here you're going to create an audience. So this is where you start to use this presentation information to really build your case. I'm going to go in and we're going to say, hey, I know that people that I want to target that are moving, because they say that 68% of people that are buying a house are also selling a house. They have something to sell that they're going to buy. And I know the people that are likely to buy this average house in my neighborhood are coming from Steamboat Springs, California. That's one of the matches. So I'm going to type in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, okay, they're also coming from, this is all Steamboat, they're also coming from Yampa, Colorado. And I'm starting to build what that looks like. But here's the really cool thing. We said that Steamboat Springs was the most popular. The only people who are not frustrated with technology are the ones who aren't using it. We're going to go back and we're going to actually preview the slide. Yes, I know that. So I want to go here. And I want to say, okay, here's all the information about Steamboat Springs. So I want to go, awesome, age, average family size, homes with children, average education, median age, 48, they're 40 years old. That's my buyer profile. So I'm going to say I want to go from 35 to 45. It's really this simple, guys. It's taking information and copying and pasting it. You want all. Don't put a language in unless you speak another language. Detailed targeting. This is what's really cool. That's what this means. Media types, outdoor advertising. So what does that mean? They have an interest of outdoor recreation. They like drama, comedy, and reality television. TV reality shows. I know that they also like YouTube. I also know that they are traveling. Frequent travel is behaviors. Notice over here it tells you, is it an interest or behavior? I am choosing behavior because it says online activity. Activity in CBX translate to behavior in Facebook language. There it is. Here's the other thing that I want you to know. You can actually go into behaviors and you need to talk about, you need to look at residential profiles, likely to move. Yes. In all advertising you do on Facebook, you are real estate agents. Your goal is to sell more houses. So you are going to always, no matter what ad you're doing, choose likely to move. Now, the last thing you want to do is make sure you exclude people, because as much as you enjoy the person you're sitting next to in this class, it is very important that you are not spending advertising dollars to reach real estate agents. They have access to the MLS. You don't want to target them. So you are going to type in real estate, and you are going to go into, you want to keep interest, so real estate should be an interest, but it should not be a job title. Realtor, employer, National Association of Realtors. Okay, you don't want to include your competition. That just makes sense. And here's the last piece that we want to talk about is, do you want to add a connection type? And what this means is, how many of you, when you're scrolling through your Facebook, you're looking at your screen, you're looking at your hand saying, oh yeah, here's a sponsored ad, and it says 5 of your friends like this page. That is what this means. Do you want to target people who like your page already? Do you want to target the friends of people who like your page, or do you want to exclude people who like your page? If you are using this, I think friends of people who like your page is important. Here's the reason why. Remember when we talked about the personal referral and how people are not finding their agent online, they're finding their agent through neighbors and family and friends that they trust? This becomes that referral. This becomes that, oh, well, my friend Susie Q likes John Smith Realtor. I'll like them too. Oh, I need real estate. Didn't I see something online about that? Here's that top of mind that you want. And then you're going to go in to save your audience. Keep in mind right now, look at this, potential reach 3,700 people. It is not too broad. It is not too specific. That's a decent amount of people. Please keep in mind that just because that is a smaller number than, say, 270,000 people, remember when we said we wanted 200 raving fans instead of 1,000 people that saw us? You want raving fans. You want to be reaching people who are going to react and engage and convert into leads. That is the goal of this information. So next piece down is placements. This is new. Do you want them to go in a marketplace? And I would say, yes, you do want them in your marketplace. You can actually click here and say, hey, hi message, give feedback. We want ads in the marketplace. Facebook has made billions and billions of dollars doing advertising. You are all great salespeople. Let Facebook figure out where your ads need to go in the place that they're performing best. You're getting charged for click-throughs. Facebook is making money when your ad is reacted to. Let them do their job and do it well. The next part down is talking about daily budget. So notice it defaults to daily budget forever. Run my ad set continuously starting today. $20 a day. That means in 5 days you spent $100. You want to choose a lifetime budget. Try something, test it out, see if it works. Set this to a different dollar amount. Facebook will tell you if the ad budget is too low. Here it is. This is what's going. Optimize. It's going to optimize it, increase website views, updates the bidding. We want to remember, run ads all the time. Facebook is going to put our ads in a place where people will see them and automatically do it. Let Facebook do that. When you get charged, impression. So this determines when you get paid. Some optimization goals let you choose. So this one is underneath impressionism. You want to change that. And we want it to be, this is where you do that. We want it to be link clicks. And now when I scroll down, I can say more options, and we want to get charged when people click on the link. Notice that also changes your dollar amount. The budget for this ad set must be $150. Well, we don't need to go through July 7th. We're just testing this out. We want to test it out through the weekend. Now $30 is an acceptable amount. But you want it to be per click. You want it to be increase link clicks, increase website views, optimize that, and then we're going to hit continue. The next piece is you should have your Instagram account linked. This office does their Instagram ads differently. They separate the two. For your sake and your sanity and your efficiency as a salesperson, link your Instagram, and you are going to link it to a landing page. Creating that landing page is next. For the sake of this presentation, we're just going to say, hey, I'm just going to link it to my home page. I'm going to insert the website I want to promote here, and it's going to automatically pull up what that looks like. Do I want a single image? Do I want a slideshow? Do I want a single video? Do I want a collection? Generally speaking, a single video or a single image acts better. It's less confusion for the consumer. As you scroll down, this is where you can change what's the headline. You want to change that. Looking to buy or sell. For your home value. Do I want a call to action? Learn more, get offer, get show times, request a time, see menu, shop now. Learn more seems to be the link that people are most likely to click on. Display link. Do you want a display link to show? Newsfeed link description. I'm thinking of selling and don't know where to start or what your home is worth. Start here. It's going to change it. It's going to update it. Here it is. And you want to put that up there. I'm giving you bad information in this. Thinking of selling. This, what I did here, this is multiplier in the placement, but this is what, when Facebook is reading what your ad is about, that it looks like. If you have a Facebook pixel, this is what is on your website that you want to do, and you do want to make sure this is visually interesting. So we talked about that a lot. This is not a visually interesting thing. So you can actually upload your own image, or you can use a free stock image. And I can actually go in and I can say, hey, the watermark's not going to go, but I want to do a house. And let's see. I like this image. Confirm. Take that one out. There it is. There we go. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say confirm. But first I want to show you what you can see. So you can actually scroll through and see everything that your ad is going to look like. In all of the placements. You hit confirm, it's going to take you back to your home page. It's going to say you're reviewing your ad, and this is what's going on. So the next portion is, how do you create a landing page for these people? Here it is, demo for class, delivery is in draft, what are the results? So once it's approved, it'll be approved. To delete it, if you don't like it, you can actually say, hey, here, this, turn off, publish, and now I can say, hey, I'm going to delete this. So that is what that is. Next is, how do you create a landing page through IQ Office so that you can direct people to a page where they're registering and you're getting their information? Because if you're spending money, you better bet your bottom that you want to get people to register so you're getting their information. So how many of you realize that through your IQ Office, you have access to build landing pages? How many of you know what a landing page is? So a landing page is a place where you're promoting a website where when people go there, they have to register before they get information. It is a lead capture page. It is driving business to you. It is the point of doing business. So you're going to go to your website and through IQ. And so when you scroll down to the very bottom, you are going to go to your IQ web login. I'm already logged in. You click here. It's going to pop up with your login. You log in. You know that you're logged into the editor because you get this black bar at the top. Once you do that, you go over to pages and you are going to add a new page. As you scroll down, there's all these pages where there's static information, but these dynamic pages, what dynamic pages means are these pages update automatically for you. You don't have to do any of the work. Once you set it, you forget it and you can promote it and it automatically updates all the time. So we're going to do a listings template. We're going to go down and we're going to say, hey, next, and we're going to name this page. You want to name this page something that agents and people search for. So if you are promoting recreation in Bozeman, recreational property in Bozeman, you are going to name it recreational property in Bozeman. You're going to title it the same way. When you write your description, you are telling Google what your page is about. looking to buy or sell a recreational piece. By the way, guys, my forte is not spelling. Of property in Bozeman. Need to know what your real estate is worth. I can help licensed real estate agent, real estate for sale in Bozeman. Okay, that's what that is. Do you want to add meta tags? I would say yes, you do. What do you want it to be? Real estate Bozeman. These are those key words. This is how Google decides what is worth. For sale, move to Bozeman. Land, for sale, property for sale in Bozeman, Montana. So you can add as many of these as you want. Down below that, do you want to add this to menus? No, you don't. You only want this page to be found from your advertising. The next piece is registration. Yes, you want registration to be required. You are paying for advertising. Why would you not want people to register? I'm a big fan of the neg. I think that we live in a land of if you force and force and force, people are going to go to a different site to search for property anyway, and you want people to stay. So I want to nag people every time they visit to fill out the form. And then you want to choose what kind of lead this is. So I've created a lead source of Facebook lead. You can create a lead source on yours. And there you go. Registration, tell us about the page. This is it. They have to register. You've got meta tags. You've got a description in. Google likes your page. So I'm going to hit OK. When I hit OK, it's going to pull up this page and you can actually see what it looks like. So notice that this defaults to Latin. That's because agents won't change anything if you don't make them. So I'm going to go in and we're going to edit this page. We're going to put in some nice text here. Top 5 reasons. 5 recreational facts about Bozeman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this is top 5 things you need to know about buying recreational property. This is your information that you're putting in there. You're going to push save. Then anytime the screen button shows up, you want to hit save. If you have a YouTube video, maybe you have a really cool YouTube video on what it's like in Bozeman and the surrounding areas are like, you can put that link here. If you want to put a blog link in, you can do that here. And here you're going to actually, you can put your Yelp reviews in. So you can say, hey, do you want to show Yelp? Yes. It's recreational. So I want to show entertainment, restaurants, shopping, and home services. Check. Okay. There you go. Save. Now as a person moving here, I have some Yelp reviews to look at. Granted, I did this for Bozeman. I'm logged into the Coeur d'Alene office, so it's going to show things in Coeur d'Alene. Now I'm going to change what this looks like. So remember when we said, what kind of property do you want? You need to make sure you're following state laws. So do you want to show only company properties? I'm not sure what the state laws in Bozeman are, in Montana are for this. In Idaho, they are. If you're going to promote on social media, per MLS bylaws, you can only show the company properties. I'm going to say bedrooms, bathroom, news. Do you want it to be new properties? Do you want it to be acreage, previews, or global luxury? Waterfront, property view. What is it? So subtype, resale or new construction. You can put all of these stipulations in. It makes sense to me. This is recreational, so we're going to say you want land. We're going to say that you want the zoning to be what do we want it to be? Not ag land. We want it to be residential. recreational. There it is, zoning recreational, new days all, reduced days yes. And I'm going to say, okay. So now it's going to say, so look, there's no recreational property for sale in Coeur d'Alene right now. So I'm going to go residential just so I can show you what it looks like. We're going to say that the price, we're going to say images all, previews, we want new days, let's say within 6-7 days, price max, 500,000, price min, 250,000. Okay. Then what it's going to do is it's going to pull it up. It will always default these in the order of price. That is why I put a top end price in there, because if you have a landing page with $1 million properties first, people tend to get a little bit scared. This is the other thing is, do you want the listing statistics? I think this is really cool. The other thing this does is it gives you something to talk about on your page. Did you know do you ever know what the average square foot price is for homes between 250 and 500,000? You don't have to do the math. This will do it for you. There are 40 listings available. The average price is $437. Here are the percentage. This is what it is. I think this is smart. This gives your instant value. Entertainment, home services, restaurants, shopping. This is a dynamic page. It automatically updates. Let's actually put a photo in here. So to change a photo, you just go here and you go realistic images. And you can say, hey, I want a landscape photo. We titled this recreational property. So let's do something with canoes and we'll hit save. So here it is. Now, when people link through from your Facebook ad, it's going to nag them to register. They're going to get great facts. They're going to get Yelp reviews, all staying on your page. They're going to get information about listings and statistics about listings, and you become the expert in your area. It's a big, big deal, and these are the pieces that you need to thread together to really build your business.
Give her a hand.